Because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked. That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. And he'll work down inside the 45. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not... Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Play fake. Mariota. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mariota. Complete to Zaccheaus. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. First and 10, it's Patterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 19 yards away. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there.
Yeah, I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Final play of the half here, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 29, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. On 3rd down, Mariota. That'll
to be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Straight ahead, Patterson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On play action, Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Mariota from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. On the return is Williams. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Yeah, why are you trying to cheat, man? Why are you doing the pooch punt for? Just can't punt it? I be seeing people do that on purpose. I get out the way, but I'm just saying. It's okay.
Patterson running between the tackles. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful.
What'd you do?
And that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be
that's
able to
cool.
wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside.
What's up? I had a salad at work. But, I'll do another one that's down there.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And they work this near the 5.
What's up,
He'll be
Keith?
stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football,
yeah,
sustained runs,
Eagles
taking their time and making it work.
8 o'clock.
8-15, but it's a big one.
They'll run here with Algier. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
You said you talked to Juwan.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Angelica came over, right?
Following the touchdown,
She
here's
said y'all was
Koo
going
to
to see
kick
Disney.
off.
I was like,
And that
oh,
one will
okay.
bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
But y'all going a different day that we not going.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Leonard Floyd's career has found new life in Los Angeles with more sacks in 2 seasons there than in 4 years prior with Chicago. 9.5 in 2021 for the Super Bowl champs.
And they're not going to get
What
to
are
the line.
y'all- are y'all officially
so
going?
we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Yeah.
This is the
What's the
National
theme?
Football League on EA Sports.
What's the theme? Yeah, we was trying to figure that out too.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that
What the
sack.
theme was.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, to run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Akers, back-to-back catches. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll go again with Patterson. They find some open field here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Give to Patterson running to the right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Just like how we just sit on the phone. It's sort of like I'm over there.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, if you've got him in your fantasy
get on
league,
him? I
you
don't
like
get
his
it.
production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. To throw Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on this.
And this is caught at the 20.
You guys seriously going to talk to the corner?
Allen Robinson, 59 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
You're still winning.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. It's a run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
It's over.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
sing Michael Jackson.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it.
You cooking for everybody?
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.